It's the 2019 3C2A Volleyball Championship live from Southwestern College. Game 2 coming up, Cabrillo and Grossmont. Join myself, Mike Cepeda, Robert Lewis, Matthew Robinson coming up on the call. It's the State 8 in the 3C2A women's volleyball from Southwestern College. Mike Cepeda joined alongside Robert Lewis. Happy you've joined us, everyone. Spread the word, www.socalcollegesports.com. Also on YouTube on our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. Matchup 2 on the day. We'll see Grossmont and Cabrillo duke it out. SoCal number 2 seed, the Griffins, come in very impressive on the season, 26-3 on the year. And one of those losses was to Miracosta, who was just dispatched by Feather River. The North seed, number 1, moves on. And, well, today it's the State 8, the Final Four tomorrow, and then the championship on Sunday. We'll have all of that coverage for you.
Well, you know, I touched on this in the state release about the fact that there's 6 teams at this Final 8 that won state titles over the years. And you know, we have Cabrillo. Cabrillo was the first North team to win a major state title, 2013, and their head coach, Kelsey Montagna, a player on the 2013 team.
You know who they beat?
And they beat
Grossmont.
That's exactly right. And she actually said that at the bench. Just before I came over there, I had a chat with her, and she said, "Hey, I want a repeat of that one." They remember that. Maybe they'll remember this. You know, that we actually beat them. But the fact is that she took over for a legend, Gabby Neville Houston, and she just did a fabulous job this year.
Yeah, we talk about both teams really coming in, and the book on Cabrillo is this: they're going to serve tough because they lack a little bit of size, and they want to serve tough to slow opposing teams down. Very versatile. They're going to stay fresh. They have a lot of depth, and you know, they're really good out of system. And you know, they had the old Stanford coach John Dunning come in and talk to the team a couple times throughout the season, and they're really big about tracking the points that they score out of system, because that's ultimately what's going to lead into wins and losses on the season. I mean, 23-5 coming in, but they're 12-0 in conference, and this is a team that's on a roll right now. So Cabrillo, a very tough team, but you look at the Griffins, the 2 seed out of the South, and they are just almost a mirror image, but the only thing that really differentiates the two teams is the size. You have the big players for Grossmont and Sydney Lipscomb and Naomi Leilua. Those are the 2 leading kill getters on the season for the Griffins, and those are going to be 2 players to watch for Grossmont. And then the other side for Cabrillo, Ellie Carey, 356 kills on the year.
All-American.
All-American, and she is going to fill the stat sheet, and we expect that matchup between Carey and Lipscomb to really factor in here today. Game 2 on our coverage here today, day 1 of the 2019 Volleyball Championships in the 3C2A. Coming up in just a moment, Grossmont and Cabrillo. Stay tuned. Grossmont, it'll be Nelly Escandon, Haley Morton, Brooklyn Anderson, Shani Lipscomb, Carly Gonzalez, Amber Colton, and Natalie Soul. Head coach Brooke Callahan for the Griffins. For Cabrillo and the Seahawks, it'll be Kendra Liss, Jordan Scusius, Isabella Bush, Ellie Carey, Haley Nacarado, Ashley Souza, and Sierra Verdoni. Head coach Kelsey Montagna. And Robert, as you pointed out at the top of the broadcast, Montagna part of that 2013 state championship squad.
She's one of two coaches at this tournament that had played in the state championship tournament. The other is Liz Hazel, El Camino College for 2001 El Camino team that played 18 years ago in the state championship tournament.
And we will see El Camino and Fresno City in match 3 on the day. It'll be followed by American River, the defending state champs, versus the top seed in the South in IVC, Tom Pestalacci, bringing another loaded squad to this year's edition of the state championships. And Robert, IVC, pretty much, you can pretty much just punch their ticket at the start of the year.
Every year, the Tom Pestalacci's teams has just come right out of the gate, and they've had 2 undefeated state championships, a couple of undefeated runs that got stopped at the state championship. So we're talking about a team, a program that has just been consistent for years and years under Coach Pestalacci. And our American River was they're the defending state champions, and they're playing in a marquee match later tonight. And expect nothing less than a possible 5-setter, especially with Carson Loudon. She's always got tricks up her sleeve, and it's not as strong an American River team. They don't have the Savannah Smith.
I was just going to mention Savannah Smith, MVP a year ago.
They are a very feisty team, and they got very hot. 18 of the last 19 matches they've won.
Yeah, red hot last year, a year ago, and for Cabrillo will be Liss to get things started off from the service line. Grossmont, a team that likes to be very aggressive, but they will have to weather the storm early on. We have a block up front. That's Lipscomb. Lipscomb, interesting stat on her, leading the team in kills on the year, but also the second leader in digs. So she does it offensively, defensively. We see the block of the net for Sydney. And Grossmont on the board, 1-0. They set it back. The approach a little bit off of the mark for Haley Nacarado, but she tools a block, and it's a score for Cabrillo. We're knotted up at 1-0.
Well, Cabrillo, they've made their season on the serve. I mean, they said it's definitely their team strength. We'll see how they start out here.
They have served teams off of the court. We see another tough one right there. Back set, and that one by Lipscomb down and off of the block. So a little craftiness early on. Hey, guys, if I can have you not be in the way, thank you. Cabrillo back to it. That one a good swing off of a block that time for Cabrillo, but not down. The high hands prove effective for Grossmont. That one tooled off the block again by Grossmont, 3-1. You see Carey trying to get things started off, but on the far side, it's Naomi Leilua for Grossmont with the kill. Bump set, this one going nowhere. And these are two teams. We talked about Cabrillo's serving prowess. Grossmont pretty good themselves.
One thing I would have liked to have seen is a bigger crowd. This is a local team, Grossmont, playing at Southwestern, and I figured there'd be more fans for this particular match.
Maybe they're just waiting for Sunday. And that one blocked over one-on-one at the net that time. That's Isabella Bush with the block on Lipscomb. And that'll be Bush from the service line, and it's a service error, 5-2. Grossmont in front.
Grossmont won state titles in 1987 and 1989. So that's 30 years without a state title. They would love nothing better than to do it right here at a PCAC school at Southwestern College.
And that's Ellie Carey with a huge swing. That's a great pass.
Well, that's why she had 356 kills this year.
We talked about her defense mirror the matchup to watch in Shani Lipscomb and Ellie Carey. And Carey right now and Lipscomb leading the way. Tough pass. That one put over off the hands. Cabrillo. Carey again down the line.
Mike, what's interesting is Grossmont had no players picked to the all-region, all-state team. Maricosta, the team that just lost to Feather River, had Haley Torres, and Torres was limited to 6 kills in that opening match against Feather River. She was an all-state player. So Grossmont a little bit under the radar in terms of individual players.
Yeah, 6 kills is the number for a set usually for Sydney Lipscomb. You expect her for maybe a shot at redemption here to say, hey, I belonged on that team. Carey, meanwhile, looking for the dink over the block. Can't get that one down. Bump set from the libero.
Nice play.
And Amber Colton, that one put over. And it's a score for Grossmont.
A little play by Natalie Soul.
Dueling dinks, and Grossmont gets the better of it. We'll send Colton back to the service line. Carey, another big swing, this time out of bounds, and unable to handle that is Brooklyn Anderson on the net for Grossmont, 6-5.
That was just a huge hit by Carey.
And we talked about the kill number coming in, 356 kills on the season. Just a shade under Shani Lipscomb, 369.
Nice serve.
Another tough one. Free ball coming for Cabrillo. Let's see if they can make something happen with it. They come near side. That one to Souza. Souza can't get that one away. Then it's time to jump. That's going to be what looked like a double tap, and point will go to Cabrillo. Knotted up at 6-all.
You come to the state championship tournament, you're going to see some great players. There's 7 players from the all-state team that are here. And in the first match, Feather River match, Mary Nagasi was just spectacular to watch. Truly a great player, all-around player, a setter who can hit, plays every part of and a couple of backhand sets for kills and some drop kills for her. And watching Carey here, this is just a great joy for any volleyball fan.
Absolutely. And, well, a team that likes to serve hard in Cabrillo, they serve one into the net, and the lead goes back to Grossmont, 7-6. Shag the balls here.
Big pause. It's not a TV timeout.
So let's take a breath. I wonder if there's maybe an inflation issue with one of the balls, or is one of them wet maybe? I think they just swapped out a ball. So we'll play on at 7-6. Grossmont serving. Another tough serve out of system is Cabrillo. Carey from the back line puts a nice swing on it, and it's a beauty. How about this swing out of system? I mean, that's essentially you're running the bick with Carey in the back row, and she finds the hardwood.
That's powerful.
That one wide left.
Well, aggressive serving team, and you're going to make mistakes.
Agreed. You see it right there. So Grossmont will serve it up. Carly Gonzalez. That one just off of the floor. Carey going to have to bump this one over. A tough free ball they set up outside. This one dinked over. That's a nice play by Leilua.
Amber Colton really saved that point right there for Grossmont.
Absolutely. Another back row attack for Ellie Carey. 9-8.
Nice set too.
So we'll do it again. At 9-8, Cabrillo. That one put down by Shanae Lipscomb. It's an easy game when you can get your passing down, set up the middle, and Lipscomb goes to work. The serve and the lead to Grossmont, and it's an ace for Brooklyn Anderson. Just miscommunication from Cabrillo. It's a power jump float serve. That one into the top of the tape. Will stop the bleeding momentarily for the Seahawks. Quick set in the middle, and the hammer thrown down, Natalie Soul. Wow. We'll keep it on this camera here. Watch the power, no block there, and
no chance. No chance to defend that one.
Carey will try to answer. That one dug out nicely by Colton. Sent over, free ball coming, gonna go wide into point to Cabrillo.
I'll tell you, I already like what I see out of Colton. 2 times point-saving type plays on defense.
Leilua with the roll shot attempt, but that one going wide. Back to a 2-point deficit for Cabrillo. Another tough short serve outside. Leilua puts it in.
Not many long points already for a state tournament match. Points are coming quick.
Solid pass. Back set off of the high hands. Colton takes care of it. That'll set him up in system. Back row attack. This one's Lipscomb. Bump set to the back. Opportunity for the Griffins. They have to dink it over. Nothing there. The rally continues. Near side. Carey. Can't put that one down. Another swing on the far side. This one dug out. Both teams battling defensively. Carey has to reach for that one with the left hand. That one put over and not away. Now finally it'll drop on the Griffin side and the point to Cabrillo.
Mike, naturally, after I said that all these quick points, we're going to have a really long rally. And great play there. Carey again.
It's a terrific rally defensively, and you expected that coming in. And both teams just very adept. I asked Coach Kelsey Montagna to rate her team's passing on a 10 scale, and she said, you know what, we're an 8. And pretty solid number from a coach. Usually coach is pretty critical of stuff like that. And that one sent over using all of the court that time for Grossmont, Natalie Soul.
Still think it's remarkable to be only 6 years removed from playing on a state champion team and then to actually be coaching a team at the state tournament only 6 years later. Great story.
Reminds me of a similar story. We'll get to that. And that one put in that time, Carly Gonzalez. So that happens a lot here at the 3C2A level. Look at the men's championship basketball team a year ago, and Fullerton Perry Webster played for Saddleback College. They won a state title, I believe, in 2010. If memory serves. That was at Cal Lutheran. That one dug out nicely. Back row tap. Lipscomb.
Nice play.
And both teams utilizing the BIC with pretty good results. We'll have a timeout called. It's 16-11. Grossmont up by 5. You are watching the 2019 3C2A Volleyball Championship live from Southwestern. Timeout for the Seahawks as they trail it by 5. Set 1, game 2 on the day for the 2019 Volleyball Championship, live on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Happy you've joined us, everyone. Spread the word. You have any friends or family want to watch this broadcast live? It also archives to our YouTube channel. Illegal touch there. That was Ellie Carey. No, excuse me, we'll go back, and that was Devin Derecho. Bit of a roll shot there with the angle. That's Ellie Carey, and she puts it down 17-12.
You know, Grossmont, don't underrate their hitters. They have four ladies that hit
150 plus, yeah.
10 or more kills actually 11 or more kills in the regional round 2 win over Bakersfield, with Lipscomb scoring 15, Brooklyn Anderson at 11.
Massive serve from Ellie Carey. Let's see that again. This is impressive. Watch the power on this serve from Ellie. 17-13 meanwhile, and that thing gets there in a hurry. No chance for Amber Colton.
Third on the team in aces. Carey with 47 coming in.
Robert, you just talked about the hitting ability for Grossmont. 5 players on their team with 150 plus kills on the season.
And that's the depth is what helps a team get to a state tournament like this too.
They have so many weapons to utilize, and of course led by Shanae Lipscomb. Carey can't handle that out of the back row, so that one into the net. Back to a 5-point advantage for the Griffins. Solid pass there, sets up the middle. The dink, not there, pancaked off of the floor. Nope. They say it hit the hardwood. Haley Morton a little late getting there.
Is that Derecho? Yeah.
Back to serve.
Dropped it over.
Scusius, yep, Derecho on the kill. Meanwhile, that one tooled nicely on the net. To score for Brooklyn Anderson. Back and forth we go, but it's a 5-point advantage for the Griffins. Bump set to the back row again. They go to Carey. And a free ball coming for Cabrillo. Nope. Lipscomb down the line. That one dug out. That one off of the tape, or they're going to say that was blocked over. Either way, the point's going to Grossmont. And the Griffins the first to 20 here in set 1. Well, it's an interesting team with Cabrillo, and they're going to vary their looks as you see the service error from Grossmont, but they will transition from a 6-2 to a 5-1 in terms of their formation.
Grossmont historically has always kept a very deep roster, up to 19 players.
There's Liss. We'll get that one over. Nice pass, quick set. Lipscomb with the crush ball. Tough serve, but Colton with a beauty of a pass sets up Lipscomb for the kill. Another service error. It's back-to-back service errors, I believe, for the Griffins. And that will get Cabrillo back to within 5, 21-16. So the Seahawks going to serve things up. That one.
She brought in Brianna Ayala to serve, and Aaron on that one.
Ayala goes a little bit beyond the service line. That's great judgment at the end by Colton, allowing that to sail past the back line. 22-16. Grossmont 3 points away from taking set 1. That one into the top of the tape and hits the antenna. And the point will go
sloppy play
to Grossmont. Yeah, I think that's exactly what Kelsey would say right now if you asked her in between sets, what'd you think about your team's play in that set? Sloppy thus far. Carey puts that one away. So Ellie maybe trying to build on some momentum heading into set 2, as the Griffins are 2 points away from taking the opening set in match 2 of the day.
We've seen several sets this year go awry at the end, and teams have pulled off 6-0 runs, 7-0 runs. We'll see if Cabrillo can pull off a little magic for themselves in this first set, trailing by 6.
Isabella Bush will serve things up. Bush second on the team for Cabrillo, 224 kills. From the middle blocker position, and we have a tough serve there, results in an ace. They'll close the gap to 5. See that one drop off of the table. She went to the curveball. Bush again, another tough one. Colton handles it a lot better that time. They go back to the back row attack from Lipscomb. Overpass. Now to the Grossmont side. Leilua with the dink in the score. Set point.
He seems very comfortable on that side.
So Naomi gets Grossmont 1 point away. She's back to the service line. That one an ace to punctuate set 1 in the books, 25-18. It goes to Grossmont, and the 2 seed takes a 1-0 lead. Back in a moment here on SoCalCollegeSports.com's continuing coverage of the 3C2A Volleyball Championship live from Southwestern College. A decisive first set in the books. It goes to Grossmont 25-18. And, well, it was a fast set, Robert. And, well, you look at the numbers and you see why.
Grossmont attacked at 423. They only made 3 errors. They had 14 kills and 26 attempts. Talk about efficiency. Naomi Lisa Leua had 4 kills and 3 digs. You can't underscore the importance of your setter and your libero having a good opening set, and that's what happened here for the Griffins. Morton had dished out 12 assists, and Colton, really nice job both on serve receive. She had 4 digs and playing really well.
I thought she was the difference really in that first set. I mean, you look at the numbers, you're hitting at 423. Is Grossmont Cabrillo not that far behind at 292. I mean, they're a shade under 300, and really impressive in that first set was Ellie Carey for the Seahawks.
Yeah, she had 438. She had 7 kills and 16 attempts, no errors. She also had 2 blocks, but only two other hitters had 1 kill, and that was it. So they're going to need to get some more production from other hitters.
So Leilua will get things started from the service line for Grossmont. And the running slide tooled off of the block up front. I think that was Isabella Bush. Yeah. Bush to the slide action. And it catches the hand of Brooklyn Anderson. So Cabrillo on the board first. Lipscomb with a bump set into the back row. Leilua over the block, but not down. That one saved by Carey. Free ball coming for Grossmont. Colton with a perfect pass. Setter dump in effect. Not
Still
down.
alive.
Pancaked off of the floor by Liss. Another perfect pass that'll set up in the middle and off of the block and down on the Cabrillo sides. Brooklyn Anderson with a kill.
Grossmont, they're just hitting the ball really well. I mean, that's exactly what's going on there. They started off this set. Nice little swing right there by Anderson.
Grossmont serving it up. It's Carly Gonzalez, and this one's going to stay on the Cabrillo side.
Anderson again.
Now, does that go down as an ace if it doesn't get over?
Well, no, not necessarily. It depends on the statistician's view of it. If it's handled properly, it can be also
fairly subjective at that point. So Gonzalez will get things started off again. Outside Bush, good swing. Colton keeps it alive. Bush back to hit one over. Going to go far side. This one put away nicely by Ashley Souza. Souza on the team, 3rd in kills, 213 on the year.
just her 2nd of this match.
Seahawks would like to get her going. That'll knot it up at 2-all. Souza now serving it up. Colton shining again in serve receive, and that one put over by Anderson.
They're running a great offense right now,
They-
Grossmont.
They really are, and you know the reason they're able to do that is because of the passing of Colton, and she has been terrific. Amber, sophomore from San Diego, really setting the table for the Griffins in this match. Carey with a big swing down the line, dug out. That one put over. Bump set from this. Carey will put that one into the net and down on the Grossmont side through the block.
Rare attack error for her.
No, that was a score for Cabrillo. No, she put it into the block, and then now we'll see it right here.
That's
yeah.
right. That's right.
Unfortunately, Lipscomb for Grossmont unable to get penetration on the net. So it's a kill for
3-3.
Carey, another one. I believe she's up to 9. That one off the top of the tape. Lipscomb's going to swing over, and this one off of a touch will score for Grossmont.
This pace suits Grossmont too. These quick points. To win that first set, they really didn't get taxed.
Miscommunication. Pass from Carey a little bit off the mark. Lipscomb will serve it up. Another tough serve. Perfect pass again, this time from the Cabrillo side. Carey puts this one over with a good swing. Still alive. Another free ball for Cabrillo. They go to the big hand, and Carey dinks it for Colton, and Leilua not enough on it to get over the net. Probably the equivalent of an air ball in basketball.
We did see a whiff on a swing in the first match.
Is that another cross-sport analogy? Ayala sends this one long. Leilua will serve things up. They go after Carey. Carey delivers. See it again. Serve receive from Carey. Not a perfect pass, but a nice bump set to set her up on the outside for the kill. Colton unable to contain it down the line. Carey to the back row, what we saw a lot of in that set one. When Carey went to the back row, they utilized the BIC pretty often.
All-American.
Watch the All-American power serve with an ace. Another one, that's her second of the match via that serve.
You know, she had a 25 kill, 20 dig match in the regional round 2 win.
She drops the hammer from the service line. Somebody get a radar gun.
The wind's blowing the door open here at the gym.
Are you saying she's assisted by the wind? That one put down another ace. And now the lead to Cabrillo, 7-6. We have a timeout taken by Grossmont. They want to stop the momentum of the Seahawks, who have taken their first lead in a while. Back in a moment on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Seven to 6 out of timeout, and on fire from the service line, Ellie Carey.
You know, Cabrillo this year, they were 4-2 in 5-set matches. I was talking to Coach Montagna, and she says, "Well, winning all these 5-set matches." She says, "Well, what's the big deal? You got to win the first, the third, and the fifth."
Set one in the books for Grossmont as Cabrillo trails it 1-0. This one tapped over. Putting a swing on it is Liss in the front row, and that one off the high hands. Carey saves it from going down on the Cabrillo side. Free ball coming for Grossmont. Grossmont wanting an illegal touch. They're not going to get it. Lipscomb out of the back row. That one's long.
It's almost as if the longer Cabrillo can keep the rallies going,
favors them.
It does. It does.
Both teams utilizing the BIC now with their star hitters in the back row, and the power serve will continue for Ellie Carey.
All about that side out. Let's see.
2 aces on this service run. Let's see if they can keep it alive. Is this going to be a 4-touch or an illegal tap? Yep. So the double tap goes against Cabrillo, and that will be a side out. An important side out for Grossmont, cutting the deficit back to 1 as Colton will head back to the service line for Grossmont. Set her down by Liss. Grossmont ready for it. That swing down the line, but it's out. This time it's Carly Gonzalez off the mark.
Well, Seahawks are getting some momentum. Carey's starting to, do her thing. And Grossmont starting to make mistakes after really an impressive first set. Very hard to keep up a 423 pace like Grossmont did in the first set.
That one put down. I wonder what the clip is right now, hitting percentage-wise. Bush with another kill. The lead, the largest thus far in the match for Cabrillo at 3, 10-7. That went inside the 10-foot line for Isabella. Lipscomb will go short. Bush passes it. They go to the slide. She plants her feet, has that one blocked over. Back set, this one down the line, and this one's in. That was Ashley Souza. That's a nice job out of system. She sets up back, does Liss, and Souza finds a hardwood, nobody home.
Liss, bit of a underrated setter when you think about it.
Scoutius to the service line, digs that one out. This one put over by Bush, still going. Free ball for Cabrillo. Liss. Souza again through the block, and this was long, no touch. And the point to Grossmont. Deficit cut to 3. You see Souza can't quite get on top of the ball as she needed it. So Morton will serve things up for Grossmont. They go back to Souza. This one down but not out. This one off of a touch. And back-to-back points for the Griffins. Cuts the lead for Cabrillo down to 2.
Not especially hard attack on that one either. It just went right through the block.
That's a great tool on the near side. That time by Carly Gonzalez.
Nice
Set her
play by
dump
Lees.
again. That time Grossmont not ready for it. Just a great job of utilizing the looks from Kendra Lees. Disguised it perfectly. And so important for Elise. Well, Elise now in the back rows. They'll clean up the wet spot. 12-9, the lead to 3 for Cabrillo here in set 2.
54 aces this year. Two players with over 50. And Ellie Carey almost with 50. She had 47 coming in.
Well, she has 50 now. She's got 3 in this match.
Right. That's right. Three on the 50 mark. Let's see what happens here.
So Elise with a tough float serve. Bit of an overpass. Lipscomb going to send it long.
Well, there's that hard serve. The hard serves are starting to pay off.
Just tough to deal with, Leilua. Not much she can do with it. It really gets up on her. With movement, Elise goes back to work. Another jump float. Handled better that time by Leilua. Lipscomb with the kill. Gonzalez. Serve it up. Back set, that one by Souza, not through the block. Put back, bump set from Lees. Put over by Bingham. Lipscomb with the dink from the back row, and she'll score. That's just great vision by Lipscomb. Well, watching these players, I mean, Grossmont down 2 in the set, but they took set 1. How are none of these players in the all-region team?
It's unreal. It's
absolutely baffling. You look at the numbers on the season, I mean, Shanae Lipscomb, 369 kills. That's better than Ellie Carey on the season, yet no all-region. Send back Souza. Now Souza.
I think they'll trade all those all regions and all states for a state title.
I think
they haven't had one in 30 years.
At least they're winning the quarters. Right now looking pretty good. Lipscomb puts that one into the twine. Souza leading the team in aces on the year with 58 coming into this match. A 4-point lead for Cabrillo.
You know, the PCAC, which it's been around for a while, but not really, they haven't been hosting tournaments.
Leilua puts it over. This one bumped up, but out of play by Bush.
This is only the second time that San Diego County has hosted a state championship tournament. The other was in 1993, also at Southwestern and shared with San Diego Mesa.
Initially, this was supposed to be held at San Diego City in Harry West Gymnasium, but unfortunately a scheduling conflict altered that game plan, and here we are at Southwestern, a beautiful facility. You see it kill down the line.
It's a brand new facility here at Southwestern. I got a chance to walk around a bit. A wonderful aquatic center.
Look at this terrific step close by Lipscomb down the line for the score.
But great job having it here. It probably should have just been here in the first place, but as things worked out.
Big swing into the rafters. This one will go, and it's a kill for, guess who, Ellie Carey. They'll send Bush back to the service line for Cabrillo, serving with a 3-point lead. Lipscomb sends this one long, tried to go angle, but it went long. 17-13.
we'll check the statistics after this set.
After the set, Bush sends that one long.
You can see already that Grossmont making far more mistakes in this particular set. However, you know, it's 17-14. It's really, Grossmont has a real opportunity right now to.
That one off of a touch. Bring up some live stats for you. Is it Brian Silva at the table?
Well, Brian is doing a public address.
Well, he's the man with the golden pipes.
Yes.
That wasn't
Speedy. I call him Speedy. He gets through those names really fast.
Carey, another huge swing in this one.
Kill there.
Put down with authority from Ellie Carey. Back-to-back powerful swings the second time, going to get it done off of the block. Well, firm control of set two. Cabrillo has led pretty much throughout. Setter dump, and that time a beauty, but this from Morton. And Haley closes the gap to 2. A great job by Haley.
Yeah, Morton now up to 20 assists
Dueling
already.
Setter dumps.
And
as Lisa Morton shining in this one, that one sent into the net.
You wanted some current stats, and Ellie Carey, 11 kills, no errors, wow. 25 attempts, hitting .440. She also has 3 aces.
Is there a fantasy volleyball selection here?
Well, she'd be my number 1 choice.
One sent past the back line from Grossmont. Sol can't keep it in.
And on Grossmont's side, Lipscomb has 8 kills.
And we'll see Ellie Carey go to work from the service line, see if she can keep this one in. Another powerful serve. That one handled very well. Sol with the slide, but it's a double tap on a back set from Morton. And the lead pushed out to 5 for Cabrillo. Grossmont going to think things over with the timeout. We'll do the same back in a moment. (21-16). Cabrillo in the driver's seat in set 2, and Ellie Carey back at the service line. And we suspect the timeout early into the service run for Ellie Carey was to throw her off a rhythm. She'll go to work. What's the call here? Did she take too long?
You got me. Not sure what they called right there.
And Ellie Carey visibly frustrated throwing the ball into the stands. That
was a big point.
Huge point. Oh, still a 4-point lead for Cabrillo. They'll have to regroup. Souza sends it over, not much on it. Comes near side, and Gonzalez with the kill. And now momentum in favor. I wonder if you're Cabrillo, you maybe take a timeout right here, talk things over there. They elect not to do so, as Colton will head back to serve things up for the Griffins.
You got to be careful of those timeouts too.
This one put over, but not down by Souza. Lipscomb with a roll shot. Souza right there. Back set. No, they go to the back row. Carey with a big swing. such a huge weapon. When you get solid passing, you can not only set up the middles, but you can also set up the big. And we see it right there. We've seen a lot of that from Ellie Carey and Shanae Lipscomb.
It's like she's coming from long range.
Now she's an incredible athlete, and there's an ace. Ace from Scoutius. And you look up, and Cabrillo 2 points away from taking set 2. Gonna have a battle on our hands. This one pushed out, a legal touch. 24-18 set point here in set 2 for the Seahawks. Scoutius try to close this one out. He set up Lipscomb. That one will stop the bleeding. That was not Lipscomb, excuse me, that was Anderson. Brooklyn puts it down on the slide.
Those are the type of kills they were getting in that opening set. They have not really gotten the offense going at all, really in the second set.
I hadn't really seen the slide much, but I think the defense has been decidedly better this set for Cabrillo. Macarado.
Well, they definitely made adjustments.
Back bump set to the Bic. Anderson again. Back-to-back kills for Brooklyn. Anderson closes the gap to 4, 24-20. Still set point. A lot of points to save here if you're Grossmont, but I've seen crazier things happen. That one out. That will do it for set number 2 on a service error. 25-20. We head to set 3 at 1-0. Back in a moment here on SoCalCollegeSports.com's continuing coverage. It's the 3C2A 2019 Volleyball Championship. We head to set 3 in match 2 on the day here from the 2019 3C2A Women's Volleyball Championship from Southwestern College, home of the Jaguars, in an impressive second set in the books for Cabrillo. Only 1 hitting error as a team. 3 total. They're hitting at a high clip.
It's phenomenal. And what's interesting is Grossmont has a better hitting percentage, but they have 10 attack errors. They're hitting .321. But the fact is that Grossmont has more kills.
in that first set, you hit at the high clip for the Griffins at 423. They come back down to earth. 7 hitting errors in that set for Grossmont, and we see them drop at 25-20.
You know, Shanae Lipscomb had 3 attack errors in that second set. She's got 8 kills and leads the Griffins. You know, going back to Cabrillo, Ellie Carey, 12 kills and 27 attempts. You know, she's got 3 aces, 2 blocks, but to swing that many times, 53 times for a team in 2 sets at a state tournament level, only have 3 attack errors, that's pretty impressive.
And Grossmont, a team that serves it tough, another tough serve from this time from the Cabrillo side. An illegal touch, and well, there's not been a lot of forgiveness in terms of illegal touching on both sides, and referees, not a lot of margin for error in that department. As Grossmont on the board first here in set number 3. Nacarado sets up Bush from Lease. Well, you go back to fundamentals. It's the serve pass game, and that time textbook from Cabrillo as they tie things up at 1-all. Morton, that one off of the tape. I don't think that one got over from Lipscomb, but they say it will. That one now down the line. Nacarado digs that one out. Bumped up by Lease, blocked over by Lipscomb. Lease back to work. This is Bush. Bush puts it over, but not away. Lipscomb with a big swing, dug out by Lease. Nacarado bumps that to the far side. This one swung over, but not away. As Bingham gets back into the mix. Nacarado with a bump set in the back row. This is Ellie Carey, and Carey with the roll shot on the back line.
She finds a way. She finds a way.
Kill number 13 for Ellie Carey.
It looks like it's going long, and then it just drops in right at the line.
So 2-1, Cabrillo with a 2-point run. And we'll set up Natalie Soul, and Soul in spots has looked very impressive for Grossmont. That'll send Lipscomb to the service line. That one into the net. Nacarado will serve things up. Cabrillo leading 3-2. Lipscomb sets up outside. Leilua hangs in the air. That is Jordan-esque. Watch the hang time here for Naomi Leilua. We'll slow it down for you, but she gets up with the leg kick. Look at that. That's some athleticism right there. That one into the net from Leilua. 4-3 Cabrillo.
It's 8 service errors now for Grossmont.
Starting to mount in that department. And obviously, you get to this level of volleyball. Sloppy first set from Cabrillo, but you figure the margin of error is going to be fairly slim for both teams. Is that one off the mark? Another tough serve from Cabrillo will push the lead out to 5-3.
That's the 7th ace for Cabrillo in this match.
Lipscomb can't handle that one cleanly. Into the back row, out of the back row, it's Lipscomb. Carey down the line with authority. And the crush ball for Ellie Carey yet again.
So basically, what we have is a hitter that's so efficient. She has no problem putting it down the line, putting it on the back line, and she puts it in.
They go to the slide. This one not down. Well, it is now. Lease can't handle that one off of the net. And that's Soul again. Colton for the Griffins. Carey a little bit off the mark on the pass. She'll have to free ball this thing over off of the top of the tape. It dances off and out of bounds.
And they're going to... That's Carey's first error. Probably doesn't deserve it. But
does it go down as a hitting error, even though it was bumped over?
She's bumping it over. You got to score it as an attack error.
Probably not what we envisioned her first error resulting in, but it's knotted up. Meanwhile, at 6-all as Grossmont has closed the gap. Lipscomb, nice pass, sets up Anderson. That one dug out by Elise out of the back row. And check that, excuse me, that was not Lise. That was, I believe, Souza. And then Lise with the hitting error. So Grossmont now with the lead at 7-6. It's Colton. Ready's to serve. They're going right after Ellie Carey, and she's struggling in serve receive.
If you take a look at the stats, she has that's 6 times they've served to her, and she struggled. That's a one area that
you look at the ball coming in. I mean, that is a tough serve to handle. Sure, that's a better pass from Carey. Carey trying for the back row. Leilua right there. That one put over by Gonzalez, and Souza late getting over.
You know, you can't really tell what coaches are looking for when they're targeting players, but you wouldn't think that Ellie Carey would be the girl you'd target on a serve.
5-point run for Grossmont results in the Cabrillo timeout, now trailing by 3, set 3. Grossmont and Cabrillo, semifinal number 2 or quarterfinal number 2 on the day here on SoCal College Sports. Three-point lead for Grossmont. It's Colton, another tough serve. They go to Carey. Carey with a big swing through the block. Double didn't matter. And the run ends for Grossmont.
And they went after Carey again, but that was a nice pass right there.
6 serve-receive errors. Overpass from Grossmont. That'll set up a free ball situation. Near side, Souza down the line. That one not away. Souza thought the point was over. Instead, we play on. In the middle, that one not put away, this time by Scusius. And that one will be put away by Carly Gonzalez for Grossmont.
Never over on a point.
Souza thought she had the point once, turned around to celebrate. Instead, we played on, and Grossmont ends up with a point, leading at 10-7.
Like baseball analogy, don't run out of ground ball. then the guy bobbles the throw, and he doesn't run it out, and then he's out.
Never know. Big swing from Brooke Anderson, and Brooklyn showing very well here. Back row attack for Ellie Carey. Not down. Lipscomb will try to answer. Dug out by Nacarado, and that one by Souza put into the twine.
You know, Brooklyn Anderson only has 9 swings, but she has 7 kills.
That's called efficiency, Holmes.
667 is the one error.
Morton serves things up, going to sail past the back line, and it's an error, 12-8.
That's the 9th service error for Grossmont in this match.
Goes to the float. Just did not drop. Scusius for Cabrillo. Bump set, a beauty from Morton. Blocked over. Isabella Bush.
Bush was credited with 12 blocks in the regional 2 win over Sierra.
Anderson looking for the dink, can't get that one over the net. And Cabrillo in the double digits, trailing only now by 2. As Jordan Scusius, sophomore from Santa Cruz, going to serve things up for the Seahawks. Morton sets up outside. Lipscomb off of the block and down. Souza can't contain it. It's a nice swing there for Shanae.
Haley Morton, 10 assists per set rate right now. She's up to 30 assists.
Morton, shade under 1,000 assists on the season. 994 if memory serves. Carry out of the back row. Been so effective utilizing the big for Cabrillo. And in talking with Kelsey Montagna, they were going to vary the looks. And when you have that weapon in the back row, why not use it? And, well, we've seen a lot of attacks for Ellie Carey from that back line. Lease to serve for the Seahawks. Another good one handled pretty well by Sol. That one put down the line. No, it's going to be wide by Lipscomb.
Yeah, the attack errors have mounted a bit for the Griffins, and again, the service errors as well, these unforced errors.
Grossmont by the slimmest of margins at 13-12. Cabrillo coming on strong. That one barely over the tape, but over on the Grossmont side. Leilua swings into a block, and that one overpassed out of bounds. Timeout, Grossmont. Wheels falling off, middle of set 3. You are watching the 2019 3C2A Volleyball Championship from Southwestern.
Well, those mistakes are going to catch up to you, Mike, and it's happening right now for Grossmont.
Yeah, the wheel's starting to come off just a little bit. This one off of a touch, and it's a nice response for the Griffins out of timeout to get the lead back to 14-13, this time from Leilua. Anderson serving. Set up near side. Bush trying to use all of the court. She goes wide. That's great recognition from Grossmont. As you see that one come wide, and Anderson maybe thought about it but knew the angle was a little bit too harsh, and Bush can't contain it. It's a 2-point run after a tie ball game at 13-all. That one off the top of the tape. That one dug out. It's a pancake by Nacarado. Saves the point. What a play. Haley Nacarado. Watch this. Pancakes it off of the hardwood. Beautiful play.
That's why you're wearing that shirt, that libero shirt.
Back set. Lipscomb blocked over by Bush.
I was telling you about Bush in the last regional, and she shows that blocking talent right there.
That's a tough wall to get through with Ellie Carey and Isabella Bush. Souza serving it up at 15-all. Hotly contested set number 3. That one blocked back over again by Bush. This time Bush and Bingham on the front line. Leilua couldn't get through it. It's great penetration. Possible net violation that Bingham gets away with, but it's not called, and the point in the lead goes to Cabrillo at 16-15. Another wet spot cleaned up. Souza gets this one over. Another tough serve. We talked about leading the team in aces on the year. Overpass from Bush. Hit over by Sol. I'll send Lipscomb to the service line. That one going long. No, it's down off of the table in the back line. Slow it down here for you. That just dropped in. Nacarado misjudges it. That was well in.
5 aces for Lipscomb.
From down the line, as Colton handles it, roll shot, put in. Bump set to the back row, and Souza puts a swing on it, looking for the back line. Can't find it as Gonzalez gets a swing on it. It's Sol. Gonzalez saved it. Terrific play by Carly as Ellie Carey hits that one off of the block, and the power just too much for Grossmont to contain. We're tied up again, 17-all.
Ellie Carey, 16 kills. She has that one attack error, and like you said, it was just a bump play. Yep. We'll actually make that 17 kills now for Carey, but she's hitting .432 in the match. Lipscomb has 9 kills. She also has 6 attack errors. She's hitting .120, but she has 5 aces. And other leaders include Amber Colton, 9 digs for Grossmont. And for Cabrillo, Bush with 4 block assists to go with 4 kills.
So a quick side out there off of a service there. 18-17, the lead back to Grossmont. Late set 3. Set all. They're in quarterfinal number 2. Carey looking for the dink. She's going to score.
You got it.
Tack on another one. That's just great recognition. Everybody's up. That's the outfield playing back, and you hit it short. Everybody has to overcompensate and pass off the mark for Grossmont. That one hit over Carly Gonzalez.
It's her 7th kill.
Colton with the Griffins leading at 19-18. Back set. Carey, no touch. And it's out.
Well, it took nearly 40 attempts.
That's a great job by Carey, trying to really turn. You see the wrist, and she tries to cut it down the line, but unfortunately she goes wide. Maybe wants that one back, trying to tool it. See it one more time here on the replay. Watch it here as she rises up and cuts it. You see Gonzalez up there for the block, but at the very last second, she sees the cut. She takes her hand away, and it sails wide. And the first to 20 in set 3. It's Grossmont timeout, Cabrillo. Grossmont with a 2-point lead here in set 3 as Colton will serve up another tough one. Bump set coming. Here's Ellie Carey. Roll shot. Lipscomb off the top of the take. Carey tries to contain it. Nacarado steps up. Here comes a free ball for Grossmont. Lipscomb. Do they go to the back row attack? No, it's a back set for Brooklyn Anderson, and it's in on the back line. Nacarado thought that was going wide. As you look at the replay, down the line, 3-point advantage.
8 kills and just 12 attempts for Brooklyn Anderson.
It's a terrific approach by Scusius. I don't know if Gonzalez got that one over. Nope, she did not. So the point to Cabrillo. Into the top of the tape. Didn't matter. The block was there as Lease and Scusius showing it up. And no better time for Ellie Carey to be at the service line for Cabrillo, her team trailing by 2 late in set 3. She can go on a run here.
She has 3 aces thus far in this match.
That one wide. Well, you live and die by the serve, and that time an error for Ellie Carey. Caught the top of the tape, and that's what altered the trajectory, and it's out. They go after Carey on the serve. They set up Souza near side. That one in. Souza through the block. Lipscomb one-on-one. As the double was late getting there. Into the middle. Anderson has that one blocked over. Lipscomb gets a swing on it. Joust ball and a swing on it from Lease, and it's a score for Cabrillo, 22-21. Nice quick up there by Lease. Looking like a pogo stick. This one put over. Colton, perfect pass. Setter dump. Catches everybody off guard. We saw it. Dueling setter dumps in that first set from Lease and Morton. And Morton picked a perfect time to pull that trick out of the bag. As Gonzalez heads back to the service line for Grossmont, a 2-point lead in set 3. 2 points away from taking set 3 are the Griffins. Set up Souza. Souza down the line, finds Morton. Bump set at the net, blocked over. Bush versus Anderson, and Bush gets the better of it. 1-on-1, and that's tough. A battle of 5s, and Cabrillo gets the better of it on that one. Lease now serving. 54 aces on the season coming in. Morton bump set. Lipscomb. Overpass off of the net. No, Lease could not contain it. Set point, Grossmont. Another nice swing from Shanae Lipscomb. Anderson try to close things out on her serve. Bump set from Lease will set up Carey out of the back row. Handled pretty well by Gonzalez. Morton sets up Lua, and it's a kill, or excuse me, a block up front. Bush again.
She's got 6, credited with 6 blocks now for Bush.
Bush and Bingham. 24-23. Can they force a win by 2 situation? Souza will serve things up. It's short. Lipscomb to close it out. Dug out by Nacarado. Lease will set up. Ellie Carey again.
Extra points.
24 all timeout Grossmont. Hotly contested set 3 and semifinal number 2 between Cabrillo and the Griffins of Grossmont. Stay tuned. Go to extra points. Here in set number 3, 24-all, win by 2. Souza serving it up for the Seahawks, and Cabrillo rolling here at the end of set 3. Leilua can't get that one down. Carey goes angle. Leilua tries to save it off of her hand, and now set point for Cabrillo.
Ellie Carey, 21 kills.
Terrific tool of the block by Ellie. Souza off of the top of the tape, handled pretty well. That one put over the dink, pancake.
Whoa.
Lease was right there, but nobody home as Bingham late off of the pancake. Look at that. That's a terrific effort by Lease. But
Sol, not a lot of kills, but really some key points for Grossmont.
ties it back up at 25-all. They go to the hammer. And Carey drops it on the anvil with emphasis.
22 kills.
The numbers keep mounting for Ellie Carey. Nacarado, tough serve. Bump set, Lipscomb gonna set this one over, goes short. Ellie Carey, bump set for Lease. Bingham, free ball coming for Grossmont. Can they capitalize? Set point, Leilua off the top of the hands. Nacarado, perfect pass. Carey closes it out off a touch. Cabrillo thinking upset here in semifinal or quarterfinal number 2, up 2-1 over the top 2 seed in the South. Grossmont will look to send it to a set 5. We go to set 4 after this. We head to set 4, 2-1 Cabrillo after dropping set 1, 25-20. Well, now in a big way.
How about this stat? Ellie Carey in the third set, 11 kills, 19 attempts. 11 kills and 19 attempts for Ellie Carey. She just took over that set right at the end.
And she was the one that closed it out. You see Cabrillo go on a run at the end of set 3. Meanwhile, star hitter for Grossmont, Shanae Lipscomb, only 2 kills in the set. She had 5 to open things up in set 1, only 3 in set 2, 2 in set 3. And, well, with the combined 5 kills in the last 2 sets, Shanae's got to pick things up.
And Shanae does have 5 aces, though. She's leading the serving contingent for Grossmont. But the other player that stepped up in that set was Isabella Bush. She had 4 blocks, 2 solos.
Yep.
Great job at the net.
And another player standing out for Grossmont, Natalie Soul. She's been very on point. You talked about her
6 kills
in
all
key
sets.
situations.
Yep. And Brooklyn Anderson, how about her? 8 kills and 14 attempts. She's hitting .357. Haley Morton, 34 assists. I'll take that any day of the week for 3 sets. Anytime you're in double digits like that, especially in a state championship tournament.
Lease has that one blocked back over. Bumped in an overpass and a point to Grossmont. One nothing. Morton serve things up. Bump set from Bush. Ellie Carey can just get that one over. Anderson has that one blocked back from Bush. She has been terrific on the net, has Bush. They go to Bush, quick set, and a kill. And it's the defense of Bush, now the offense, and we see her put one to the floor. Isabella Bush signing on the biggest stage of the year. That'll send Lease back to the service line at 1-all.
Not saying the presidential ticket, but sure sounds good to have a Bush and Carey.
Hey, look, no party affiliations on
no,
the
not
on the
at all,
broadcast
not
here.
at all, not at all.
That one goes into the tape. 2-1 Grossmont. Carly Gonzalez will serve things up for the Griffins. Nacarado, terrific pass. Put over but not down. Lipscomb has that one blocked over but tooled nicely by Shanae, and it's a score for Grossmont.
She needed that one. She really needed to get a thing to go her way.
Yeah.
That was a kill for her, and like you said, been a while since she's had one.
2 kills in that set 3. 5 kills combined in 2 and 3. She had 5 in the first set. She had 369 coming in. Another kill for Grossmont as they take a quick 4-1 lead here in set 4.
Brooklyn Anderson making the most of every attempt. 9 kills now for her.
Gonzalez will ready another one. She goes after
Ellie Carey.
Ellie Carey
7
again.
serve receive errors. Unusual. It's like the kryptonite.
5-1 to open set 4. Another overpass on the serve from Gonzalez, and looks like we have a back row attack from Lease. Now it can't go. She cannot leave her feet and have the ball go over on a touch. So Gonzalez going a nice little run here. That one past the back line again. 7-1. Grossmont blitzing the Seahawks early set 4. The Seahawks going to want to top things over. Bush has that one sail past the back line. We'll be back. (7-1). Quickly out of the gates in set 4 is Grossmont. Needing to force a set 5 as Carly Gonzalez continues her service run. Souza looking for a side out, can't hit the hardwood. Morton digs that one out. Here comes Shaney Lipscomb, excuse me. I'm saying Shanae, apologies. And that one going to score for Cabrillo. Nice job by Souza. Morton unable to contain it. Tough serve again. This time from Souza.
Remember my rule coming out of a timeout, right? They score points. You score points coming out of the timeout.
Hey, you call timeouts to really stop the bleeding, and that's a good response for Cabrillo.
It works.
That one going long. No, it's a roll shot to perfection for Leilua. Puts a little topspin on it, catches little air. Nacarado misjudging it. Falls off the table to the back line in the corner. Anderson will serve things up. Griffin's leading 8-3. Nice pass in the middle. Bush puts that one over, but not away. That's a great save. Swung on by Bingham, and Bingham will score a kill for Cabrillo. Nacarado will serve things up for the Seahawks. And we'll get some music from the PA.
Why not?
Break in the court, and we'll take a break ourselves. Back in a moment. To battle we go. It's Natalie Soul. Lee sets up. Ellie Carey with a big swing. Will it score as a kill? No. Yeah, it will. Leilua unable to get it over. Now, does that go down as a kill or an error for Leilua?
Let's see.
That's a terrific save by
That is an attack error.
Okay, an attack error for Leilua.
She took her eyes off of it. It's almost like she didn't expect it to come her way.
Set up Derecho. Back set, they go to the slide. This one off of the tape. That's a terrific save by Elise. Carey, big swing. That one off the apparatus and down on the Griffin side.
All power. All power.
Massive cannon on the slide, moving over out of system, and Cabrillo now going on a run to close the gap. 9-6.
Lipscomb's a great player. That's a really tough ball to handle, though.
Lipscomb. Shaney puts it over, but not down. It's dug out. Now they go back to the power. And Ellie Carey again. 9-7.
She's approaching one of the tournament highs over the years. And a couple of players have reached 30 kills. She's up to 24 now.
Derecho on the back line. It's an ace. Thing of beauty here. Morton sets up Leilua with the hammer. And Naomi responds in a big way. She had been quiet up to that point. Might that get her going? 10-8.
No, Naomi is approaching double digits. She has 9 kills.
Goes after Carey with the float. Roll shot over the block from Lease. Soul again with the response for the Griffins. That one out from Leilua. And here comes the power serve of Ellie Carey. Massive ace for Ellie. Wow.
How do you stop that one?
You don't.
I mean, do you have to really give a serve-receive error? That's almost like you have to give it to the team.
Might have to call a timeout for the hardwood. She's putting a hole in it. Grossmont by the slimmest of margins. That one handled better, this time out of the back row. It's Shaney Lipscomb, and it's a kill out of the back row for Shaney.
Nice roll and just got a deflection.
Bit of a break there for the Griffins. Back set, Lease off of the top of the tape. It's going to roll down. 13-10. We'll get the score here changed here for you. Put over off of Cabrillo, out of bounds, 14-10. Courtney Hitt, have not seen Hitt a lot, and Hitt gets hit by Ellie Carey.
Looks like I'm looking at the live stats, and she should have more kills, according to this, but let's see.
That could be the internet not updating.
That might be it. She's up to 24 here. Great play by Morton.
Another setter dump by Martin. That's her third. Each time to perfection. And she disguises it so well. And it helps that you're looking for Leilua, you're looking for Shaney Lipscomb, you're looking for Brooklyn Anderson, and now you got to worry about the setter dump. But you're not even thinking about it because you're so focused in on the firepower on the Grossmont side. Now with a 4-point lead in set 4, looking to go 5.
It's got to be tough with some of these delays with the wet floor and unscheduled delays. See how it affects Morton's serve here.
Set in the middle. Big swing for Lipscomb.
See the confidence building for Shaney. Big swing. Great matchup between two big hitters, huh?
There was the matchup to watch coming in, but Ellie Carey has been terrific. It's another point for Grossmont. That one into the antenna. And Cabrillo going to talk things over. They want to end things right now, but steep hill to climb, trailing by 6 in set 4. Back in a moment.
Welcome back inside Southwestern College. Matt Robinson taking over for Mike Cepeda for a moment. Robert Lewis here with you as we go in third set action. The Grossmont Griffins and the Cabrillo College Eagles as we go to work.
Seahawks.
Seahawks, thank you.
That's
Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. You're stepping in right here.
Yeah, it's kind of a change in the process as we go to work, trying to get everybody dialed in as that swing, an errant swing from Souza as it goes into the tape.
Grossmont trying to make this a potential 5-setter.
So they're trying to keep things alive. Good swing off the inside from Isabella Bush. And it's a 6-point advantage here for Grossmont, 18-12. As the serve floated in. Ball popped over by Leilua. Swing from Cabrillo on the outside, and it was Souza, I believe, on the air, hit it a little bit long. So 19-12 in favor of Grossmont. Griffins, as we said, trying to extend the match as they trail 2-1. The float serve in.
Big swing by Carey. That's 25 kills.
She's been impressive so far today, has Carey.
All-American.
And you see why. The big power swing, and as you talked about on the broadcast earlier, it's been kind of a battle of two power attacks off each side. As the serve floated in from Souza, Grossmont will set near side, and a swing for Escandon. Actually, I think it was Leilua again. And it makes it 20-13, so Grossmont still with a pretty sizable advantage here, up by 7. As serve floated in by Brooke Anderson, actually hits the tape, so it gives the point back to Cabrillo. Cabrillo, sorry, thank you. You know, you would think I'd been paying attention directing the whole time, but my hands are doing 14 different things.
Again, you're asked to step in.
Apparently my ears aren't working.
Step into the fourth set, relief pitcher right here.
Was never my forte, as this one goes long. Nacarado misses long. And Mike Zepeda's going to take over here now, I believe.
He's coming back. Mike is coming back. So is Cabrillo coming back. Let's see.
And everyone, I did want to updating everybody as we see a big swing from Ellie Carey again, 21-15 now. Cabrillo trails it. Want to give you an update as to what's going on at the 3C2A Women's Soccer Championship. I believe it's San Joaquin Delta and San Diego Mesa. Now, there was a power surge. We are dealing with inclement weather. There was a power surge. So right now we are dealing with the elements up in San Jose, Cupertino area. As Shani Lipscomb gets it to 3 points away from forcing a set 5 for Grossmont. But because of that, we wanted to keep the stream going, apprise you of the situation. Didn't want to have some dead air out there for you, so we're bringing you live coverage on the 3C2A Women's Soccer Championship of Women's Volleyball here from Southwestern.
All these balls, everything's, all the different sports going on at once.
Well, unfortunately, Mother Nature having other ideas right now as we are having some equipment difficulties and everything factoring in at the soccer field. 3 points away from forcing a set 5 is Grossmont.
Good serve there.
Carey again with a beauty. Lease off of the hand of Sol. There was a touch there for sure. Absolutely a touch off of Sol here.
It looked like it there on the replay.
We have it. Let's go to camera. We'll see camera 2 here. Let me see 2. There's for sure a touch here and a redirect. You'll see it there.
Yep, for sure.
And the point did go, or did they replay it?
Oh, now it's now set point.
Now it's set point.
For Grossmont.
I think the point did go in favor of Cabrillo. I think there was an overrule. So set point now. Here's hit
ace.
With an ace to close out set 4, and we're heading to 5 in quarterfinal number 2, Grossmont and Cabrillo. Stay tuned, everybody.
Carey thought it was long, and it looked like it hit just that back of the back line for the ace.
Welcome back in here to Southwestern College. Matt Robinson, Robert Lewis here with you as we get you set for a fifth and deciding set between Grossmont and Cabrillo here. And it's been a good one so far, Robert.
Great match. Ellie Carey, 25 kills. She's hitting .460. She has 4 aces, 4 digs, 3 blocks. An amazing individual match for this All-American. And then on the other side, Grossmont, Shani Lipscomb, 14 kills, 5 aces, 7 digs, and Haley Morton at setter, 44 assists in 4 sets.
Just a ridiculous number.
And 10 digs, and having a great match so far, and this should be a heck of a fifth for these two teams.
Kendra Liss to start us off here. We'll power it in. Grossmont on the slide play, kept off the floor. Liss, a tough one. They keep it inside the antenna, but it's a free ball and an attack here for Grossmont. Inside set and a kill. Good swing from Brooklyn Anderson.
And that's Brooklyn Anderson's 10th kill, and she only has 16 attempts in the entire match.
It's pretty good average right there. They haven't gone to her a lot. As this one floated in from Haley Morton. Kept off the floor as it was blocked at the net partially by Grossmont. Swing here for Lipscomb. Did not go down, and then that one into the tape. And it results in a point for Grossmont once again. As another swing error for Cabrillo off the near side. I believe it was Liss on the swing error that time. Martineau floated in. Liss handles the first one, a tough handle and a short serve. Played over by Cabrillo. Inside set for Grossmont as they kept it up. And there's Brooklyn Anderson right back again.
Clutch points for Anderson. She, in almost all of her kills in this match, have been in key situations for the Griffins.
As Morton floats it in again. They'll set far side to the strong side. It was blocked off the swing by Bingham. And then it results in a side out in favor of Grossmont once again. I think it was a net violation potentially. I didn't see what the signal was.
Looked like it, and now it's 4-0 lead for Grossmont.
There's a quick start here in the fifth set. Good inside set. Good job to run the offense. Find Isabella Bush right on the inside, and she just powers it down.
Bush up to 8 kills and 6 blocks.
As we go back to the service area. Souza sends it in. Tough set. Good follow-up to just bump it over, but it's a free ball and an attack here for Cabrillo. They set far side. Stuff block. Actually,
Ellie Carey
right there, and they actually give her the point.
Now she's up to 26 kills.
Able to just get it over the net, and that's just the power of Ellie Carey that we've seen so much today. It's another short serve in. Good swing off the far side. Carly Gonzalez that time with the kill.
That was Gonzalez. And she has 8 kills.
So numbers getting high, and that's what will happen in a fifth set. A lot of ladies on each side approaching double digits as Gonzalez sends it in. Tough handle, but they'll set Bush.
And another kill for guess who?
Oh, Ellie Carey.
27.
So far, she is the star of the show here for Cabrillo.
She only has 2 attack errors, 1 on a bump play.
That's pretty impressive as a soft touch does not go. It was there, and then Carey just tools it right off the block. 2 were up there. Lipscomb was one of them, and Carey just pounded it off her.
Was a 4-0 lead, now it's 5-4.
Yeah, all of a sudden, right back. Real quick here as Cabrillo sends it in. Soft touch down the line, did not connect, and it's another Cabrillo point. And what do you know, it's 5-all. So Grossmont off to a hot start, but Nacarado on the serve here just keeps pounding him in and makes it tough on Grossmont. We're even at 5. Nacarado serve short, kept up, soft touch, stays off the floor, and Cabrillo will just play it off the tape and down. It was Carey trying to walk backward and hit it over the net. You take a look at it here, and just, I don't know if there's anybody that could make that play. So we'll head back to the service line. Anderson will send it in and send it long, so it'll go back to a Cabrillo point, and they will serve once again. Score tied at 6. Quick moving here in the 5th set.
Cabrillo is 4-2 this year in 5-set matches. Grossmont 1-2.
Good dig off the backside from Souza. Grossmont gets another attack, though. That time tooled off the block on a good swing by Lipscomb as she pounded it off Ellie Carey and gives Grossmont the 7-6 lead. And it'll be Lipscomb back to serve. She'll send it in. Carey handles the first. They'll set Carey on the inside. She pounded it off the block. Kept off the floor by Cabrillo, and they get the kill. Did Grossmont off the inside. Soul able to knock it down, and a timeout. Or actually, excuse me, we rotate here at 8-6.
Exactly.
Here in the 5th set.
They always switch at that point. And another player for Grossmont that has stepped up in this match is Natalie Soul. And she's only had 15 swings, 9 for kills. And again, just like Brooklyn Anderson, picking the right times in this match to make a difference. Right now, 8-6 game in this 5th set. Can't ask for anything better at a state championship tournament.
If you can't get much better than this, we go right back to work. As it's Lipscomb back to serve, she'll send it in. Carey on a soft touch, didn't get it to fall. Grossmont gets an attack here, and a net violation called against Cabrillo, and it gives the point to Grossmont. I wasn't sure who went into the net.
Let's see. Let's take a look in the replay. Oh, boy.
Ooh, that looked like a couple of people from each side went into the net, so.
Kind of surprised on that call.
Let's see. We'll take another look here. I'm not sure. I don't
know if I'm going to call that one there. It's again.
Well, I thought Leula.
I like using other sport analogies, but sometimes you get a little.
Maybe
close,
Carey just rubbed the net.
But you're looking at the point of the match, and it's.
That's a tough one.
It becomes a three-point game right here in a 5th set.
And remember, you only played a 15 in the 5th set.
Very tough to. You really want to let the players decide it. I don't know if that's a call I want to make there. I might let that go.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I mean, maybe Carey comes down just on it, or it actually was. I think it was Liss on the block that might have just rubbed the net. But it wasn't much. It was very thin.
And you got to give the referees credit too. They're always on top of it. They're going to make the call, and they make it definitive. There's not a lot of overrules.
Yep.
They're very definitive on their calls.
So we go back to work 9-6 here in favor of Grossmont, as Lipscomb will go back to serve once again. The sophomore out of San Diego will float it over. Set to Ellie Carey, and she gets it down cross corner to the back corner.
Just a wonderful hitter.
And it makes you, she has just so much power.
It's not just the power, it's that she's able to place it.
Yep.
Always able to place it in the back line or on the sides. And
see her dial it up here. This is always fun to watch. And she'll drive that one into the net. Wow, rare service error from Carey. Maybe just a little too much, gives the point back to Grossmont.
Well, you live and die on that aggressive serve. There's not a lot of margin for error there.
The Griffins will send it over. Inside set. Touch not made, as it's a swing error from Souza.
Grossmont inching closer.
It's 11-7 in favor of the Griffins. Carey way from the back with a set. It's put over by Cabrillo. Griffins trying to set inside. It's kept up. Joust at the net, pushed over. Another joust at the net. And this time a net violation called against Cabrillo. Gives Grossmont another point, and they are moving even closer, 12-7 the score.
And there's Natalie Saul in the middle. Again, nice play on her left hand on that shot.
Cabrillo sets. Carry, and it's kept up. Great dig by Grossmont. And then a swing error. They can't finish it off. Lipscomb just trying to jump from the back row. Doesn't get it to go. Just watch Carey dial it up.
Swing.
A good dig by the libero.
That's a Courtney hit on that. Just try to get out of the way.
It's Grossmont with another attack, this time blocked. Another swing, and this time the point for Grossmont. As we take another look here. Good job at the net to get the block initially. And then they'll set far side to Souza, and she gets it to go.
And a timeout now. 12-9.
12-9 here in the fifth set. We'll take a break as we come back here on SoCal College Sports. Welcome back into Southwestern College. Matt Robinson, Robert Lewis here with you as we continue on fifth set action, 12-9 in favor of the Griffins. Cabrillo with the serve here, trying to keep things alive. The Seahawks just trying to hang around here in this fifth set. Ball played in. Roll shot does not work from Lipscomb. Inside set blocked. The Seahawks with another chance. This time the soft touch does not fall. And Grossmont gets the big swing.
Sol again. And a couple of big, huge kills in this fifth set.
Out of that middle blocker position, and she just pounds it right off the block. Liss couldn't get up high enough to get there. And a timeout called by Cabrillo. We're going to take it to 13-9 in favor of the Griffins here from Southwestern College at the Women's Volleyball Championships here in Chula Vista. We come back in here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. 13-9 in favor of the Grossmont Griffins, and they have the ball to serve, trying to get their rotation set here. Natalie Soul comes back on the floor. I think Brooklyn Anderson was out there and wasn't supposed to be, trying to just get everything set up here.
You know, if you want to know a difference between two offenses, Allie Carey has 29 kills for Cabrillo. No one else with double digits. 4 players for Grossmont have double digits in kills. Lipscomb, Leilua, Anderson, and Sol. With Lipscomb's 15 leading the way.
And that's the spread offense right now from Grossmont, paying dividends. They lead 13-9.
And Haley Morton approaching 50 assists.
Exactly. I mean, just she's run the offense incredibly today. As the inside set blocked,
Bush.
but
Isabella Bush.
it had enough roll on it from Isabella Bush to get down. And So we'll go back to the other side. Played in by Liss. Grossmont going to set strong side into the tape, punched over. As they say, it was blocked, so it'll give Cabrillo a chance.
Again.
And right from the inside, Isabella Bush once again. You called it, Robert. Just right down the middle. That short little set, tough to set up for from the defense. And it's right back to a 2-point set here in the 5th. Slide play does not work that time as Anderson had it dug out.
Who are they going to go to? They went to
Souza, and she couldn't get it to go. Anderson will
big
set it
save
over.
by
Good.
Nacarado.
Yeah, Nacarado with another good
And
dig.
another Bush kill.
And she just has brought her team right back. It's a 1-point game here in the 5th set. Credit Nacarado. She dives to get the dig, and that keeps the play alive.
Dig. 13-12, huh?
As Liss will send it over. Slide play again. This
Big
time
kill.
it goes. Brooklyn Anderson with a good swing on that slide. Haven't seen a lot of it today, but she finds a way that time.
Match point, 14.
Griffin serving for it here. Floated in, handled, punched over the net, and that's it, it doesn't go. Liss tried to punch it over, catch the defense sleeping, but the Griffins get the win. Cabrillo knocked off as Grossmont comes away 15-12, 3-2 here in game number 2 of the quarterfinals.
Really impressive performance by both teams. You know, that old saying of shame to have a loser, but Cabrillo played their butts off,
Absolutely.
especially Carey and Bush. Bush had 10 kills and 7 blocks, and Carey with the 29 kills. But yeah, Grossmont, just a balanced attack. And like you said, Haley Morton stepping up as the setter, just distributing the ball to so many different,
she's running the offense.
different hitters across. And you got to, Grossmont deserves to go. They're a South number 2 seed, and now they're advancing.
So they move themselves forward in the bracket with a 3-2 victory over Cabrillo. And that's going to set this one up, and we'll get you ready for the next one. After this, we'll take a quick break here from Southwestern College.
It's a final in 5. Grossmont moves on over Cabrillo. Talk about Grossmont out of the gate early. They win the opening set decisively, but then drop the next 2, win the 4th, force 5, and then with the win in the 5th set, 15-12. Well, leading the way for everyone in kills was Ellie Carey, 29 kills in a losing effort for Cabrillo, but a very well-balanced attack for Grossmont. Sol with 10 kills, Carly Gonzalez with 8 kills, Lipscomb with 15, Anderson with 12, and Leilua with 11. And the Griffins move on to tomorrow's semifinal, and they will, I believe they will play the winner of our opening match here today, which was Feather River. So
we thought it might be an all-north semifinal in this bracket. Cabrillo played really well. They took that 2-1 sets lead. Carey was on fire. Isabella Bush doing a great job at the net. And again, Grossmont's this resilient team. They came back and they distributed the ball just like they did in that opening set.
Yeah.
The first set they hit 424. They had 14 kills, and those last couple of sets they were on fire. Grossmont finished hitting at 294 in a 5-set match. That's pretty impressive. And Natalie Sol, 10 kills in just 17 attempts, 471. Brooklyn Anderson, 12 kills in 21 attempts, 429. Lipscomb, she only had 15 kills, and she hit 186, but she did have 5 service aces. And Haley Morton, 4 kills on dumps, 50 assists, 11 digs. That's my MVP for Grossmont in this match is Haley Morton, the setter.
Yeah, the setter. I thought Amber Colton was incredible in terms of keeping plays alive. The libero for Grossmont just really paid dividends. And you go back to Cabrillo, you have Ellie Carey with 29, but the next closest player in kill numbers is Isabella Bush, and then Ashley Souza only with 7 kills. And as a team, 48 kills, and unfortunately, when you're going up against that much firepower on the Grossmont side, they're going to be a tough team to beat. But they almost they were up 2-1 going into set 4, and it looked like momentum was decidedly in their favor. But Grossmont able to hold on and come back and rally in 5 in a very hotly contested matchup. But going into that 5th set, it looked like Grossmont really was able to solidify control after a big win in that 4th, and they move on. That'll do it for our coverage here in quarterfinal number 2. We will see Fresno City and Elko in our next match coming up here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. We would like to update you on the going-ons of women's soccer up in Cupertino at De Anza College. It's San Joaquin Delta going down to Santiago Canyon College 1-0, and that will do it. And again, apologies, technical difficulties. Did have a power surge dealing with the elements at the field, and we were unable to bring you the conclusion of that game. But again, 1-0, Santiago Canyon moves on with the defeat of San Joaquin Delta. They punched their ticket and will play in the championship match on Sunday. For everyone here at SoCalCollegeSports.com, we'll join you in a little bit on our other stream, Elko, El Camino taking on Fresno City. Thank you for watching, everybody, and take care.